Hi, happy Tuesday, boys and girls. Looks like we have quite a few different things going on today on our schedule, so I want to go over a few of those things. But first, before I do that, I have to show you this ridiculous hat. What is this thing? I kind of feel like if you put 3 holes in it, it would look like a bowling ball, or maybe even like a cherry on top of an ice cream sundae. I don't know. Make a guess of where you think someone would wear this ridiculous hat to. All right, first of all, it is Henry Penny's birthday, so happy birthday, Henry P. You get to choose one assignment out of the packet that you don't want to do and just attach this. No, you can't attach this to it. You're going to write happy birthday to me. I'll attach this to it when I grade it after you turn it in. I hope you have great plans for a fun day. And I know that yesterday you emailed and said that you really liked Dairy Chef ice cream just like me. So I think you should make your parents take you there today and get the tallest ice cream cone they have. They are super tall. Well, have a good day on your birthday. All right, a couple of things. First of all, in math, you're going to be using those paper rulers that we sent home to measure to the nearest inch and half inch. So make sure you're using the right side of that ruler, not the centimeter side, but the side where it has inches on it. I did a little diagram here. I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about using a ruler. So if this up here is my ruler, you'll notice I've marked off the first little mark as a half inch and then 1 inch. The next little mark is my 1.5 inch mark, then 2, then 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. And we're only going to focus on the half inch, not all those other little lines. That's why I didn't draw those on here. But if you look at the top pink line, if I line it up with the end of my ruler, and I notice that it goes all the way over to here, and then I go straight up, it's right on 2 inches. So that one is exactly 2 inches. If I go down to the second line, the green one, and again, line it up at the end of your ruler, and this one, if I measure to here and go up, it hits that 3.5 mark. So when I write that, I have to write it as 3.5 inches. And then this one right here, this one I want you to take a look at, because when I line it up, this blue one, if I go to the end and go straight up, it's not quite to the 3. But that's where we call measuring to the nearest inch. Because it is closer to the 3 than it is to the 2, we're going to put down 3 inches as the nearest inch. And the same way on the bottom pink one here, if you take a look at that, if I go straight up, it's a little bit past the 1 inch mark, but since it's closer to the 1 than it is to the 2 inch mark, we're going to put down 1 inch as the nearest inch. So remember that when you're using your ruler, and make sure you're using the inch side, not the centimeter side today. The other thing that I wanted to just touch on is a little bit, I think this is really easy, but I want you to take a look at singular possessive nouns. And basically it is adding an apostrophe S to the noun. So I have some examples. We're talking about the house that belongs to Mrs. Wishard, or the birthday that belongs to Henry P., or a hammer that belongs to a worker. Mrs. Wishard, Henry, and worker, they're all singular. So the thing that you need to do, very simple, to make all of them plural possessive is simply to add an apostrophe S. And now we have Mrs. Wishard's house, Henry's birthday, and the worker's hammer. Apostrophe S at the end of the noun will show that this person owns this, or this birthday belongs to Henry. All right. Questions of the day. Let's see here. Where is the best place to get pizza? Ooh, I think I kind of talked about that when we were talking about some favorite foods. In Omaha, it really is a tie for me between Big Fred's and Oscar's. I love either place for pizza. In my hometown growing up, though, there was only one pizza place other than Pizza Hut, which we didn't go to. It was called the OP. It stood for the other place. And I don't know if I liked the pizza as much as I did the fact that when you went there, you got free popcorn while you were waiting for your pizza to get delivered to your table. Our fact of the day. A dairy cow produces about 100,000 glasses of milk in its lifetime. I don't know if any of you have ever been to a dairy farm before. I have, because my aunt and uncle had a farm and they milked cows. So I know when we went on our farm field trip, you got to see how that worked, but it's pretty interesting. And dairy farmers are hard workers because they milk their cows twice a day, and it's hard to get away and have somebody else come and do that job for them. 100,000 glasses of milk in a lifetime. Maybe I'll just get my own cow and have it out in the backyard. Joke of the day. What did the paper say to the pencil? You've got a good point. Unless, of course, it's broken. And advice. You might never get called on if you don't raise your hand. I think that's true for anything that you do. If you are afraid of it or you don't want to try it, you're never going to know whether you like it or not. So give it a try. All right. Again, I'm looking forward to Thursday, hoping to see as many of you on Zoom meeting as possible. That's at 12 o'clock noon. And I went to the school today and picked up all your work. Oh my goodness. There are over 1,200 papers, so I spent about 4 hours at school this morning sorting through everything. And then I took a little break this afternoon and went on a bike ride. I'm going to start grading those maybe tonight and tomorrow. I hope everyone is still putting forth their best effort on schoolwork. I know it's really hard at this time of the year, especially when it starts to get nice out. So I'm the kind of person, get up in the morning, get it done, and then once it warms up in the afternoon, enjoy some time to yourself. All right, guys, have a good day. Happy birthday, Henry.